sir. And where are you, sir? I am my namesake. Nice to meet you. Hold on, sir. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. 0053969158. Kuda Bank. No problem. Please celebrate Yanu now. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. All right, so we sincerely appreciate everyone for coming. How many of us stays in Lagos? Lagosians. Awesome. Ogun State. Okay, let's be precise. Mushin. Wait, space. Mushin. Nice one. VI. Island. Where I come from? Ogbomoso. Mainland. Oh yeah, mainland. Where are you from, sir? London. Ikorodu. All right. Mowe. Nobody, Abby. Okay, so let's do it this way. Incubator alumni. Incubator alumni. Wave it now and let Jesus be proud of you. Okay, so DSA students, I'm running from you guys. We are not moving that project submission again. After now, don't meet me at all. No, don't beg me. All right, Future Clan, guys. Future Clan. Anybody from Future Clan? Future Clan. Awesome. Please celebrate the man from Mushin. I think that's the name I want to give you now. Mushin resident. All right. Any other person that you probably trained, Incubator trained you, except from DSA? Okay. Ladies in Tech Africa, Lita. Just 2 people? 3. Please wave it well. Okay. So you know what? DSA students, after this session, I'm running from you guys. I promise you. I'm going nowhere. I know I have bodyguards, so there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm just going to call my young man from that learned during Future Clan. Please come forward. So what you're going to do is what you learned and how has the experience been for you and what are you doing currently? Is that clear? So I'm going to bring you forward. Where's the young lady? There was a lady around there that is Ladies in Tech Africa's alumni. Someone from here. Wait, where are you guys? Lita students. Okay, please, the young lady, yes, just come. So the both of you just come quickly. Just come quickly. Now, DSA. How many of you have submitted your project and you're doing DSA? You have submitted? Oh, yeah, come. So that before you say that, before I proceed, open the project submission. I know that's not possible because you have submitted a project. So what you're going to do is introduce yourself. Which of the training did you join? Which is maybe Future Clan, Lita, or any other one. Then what you studied and how has it been for you so far? All right.
Okay, my name is Michael, Olushola Michael to be precise. I was a part of Future Clan in 2024 rather, 2024, and I learned product design, and I must say it's been a wonderful journey. My view and perspective to products, not just digital products, even products around us has really changed. And currently I'm doing some projects that I'm personally working on just for practice and then to fill my portfolio.
So how's it been so far?
Okay, so far, I would say I've been privileged to also guide some other people through it. Although currently the job I run with presently is not a product design job, but then I've been able to guide some people even in the line of product design and then also mentor them in the same way. And I must say, joining Future Clan changed my perspective totally, like my view of designs, not just product design. It was so practical enough, and I was just so eager then to go out there and practice what I learned. And then, of course, that's what I'm doing right now.
Please let me celebrate this young man. So what you will need to do is, how many of us are looking for a mentor? Product design, product management, anybody? You're looking for a mentor. I'm recommending a mentor to you now. But how many followers do you have on LinkedIn?
All right, so I currently...
No, just give me a figure.
Okay. I think about 500.
500? Are you ready to go that route? How many followers do you have on LinkedIn? 1,000 plus. Ah, 150, and he can mentor you. If it's 1,000, I'll just say you should mentor him. But now, plus just make sure you connect with him. That's one of the major reasons why we are having this event. Please celebrate this young man once again. Celebrate this young man once again. All right, ladies in Tech Africa. Let me reserve my comment first.
Good morning. My name is Oluwadamilola Odweso. I was privileged to join Ladies in Tech Africa in 2024. That was last year, December. And I can say that it was awesome. All our facilitators are so good. And since then, I've been able to do some other things, although I've not been working with the data analysis that I trained on. But I've been learning some other trainings, doing some other trainings so that I can be an expert.
Beautiful. Please let me celebrate her. So, guys, how many of you can relate? It's giving me the energy of I studied mass comm, a computer engineer. You studied data analysis during Ladies in Tech. I are not using it.
No, I've not started using it.
Oh, you're still learning.
Yes, I'm still learning.
When will you stop learning?
It's not something you can just rush into. You have to be at least a little bit know some of the things, especially SQL.
SQL. SQL favorites, wave your hand. Nah lie. You. Are you sure? Ah, you're not sure, sir. But what I want to say now is, when do you think you would stop learning? At what point do you think you want to launch?
Let's say before the end of this year.
This year, we're in July, right? I'll track you. I'll track you. Just come this way. All right. So, data analyst in the house. You are a very good data analyst. With your hand. You are proud of it and you are bold to say it with your hand. So it's because you know SQL. Oh. If you remove SQL, but you're a data analyst. Okay, you. You look like a professional already. How many years of experience? How many years? 2 years. How many years, ma? 1 year. How many years? No, 2 months. Oh, you're still in DSA. You didn't start with DSA. No, you started with DSA. No, DSA. DSA. So you are 2 months. You can't do ALX. We are training you. We are training you. All right. So please connect with that lady there. She has 2 years of experience and she would be able to guide you. Please, a round of applause for her. Make sure you collect her contact. Then you can send your account details too because she looks like someone that has millions in her account. Am I right? She's not laughing. All right.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Agbola, and I enrolled for graphic design course. And ever since then, initially my job was social media management, so it has helped me to like design for my clients without going to another graphic designer. So it saved costs, and I also get money from that also, and I'm already practicing it.
Beautiful. Please celebrate this young lady again. That's amazing. You guys are waiting for what I will say, Abby. Go back to your seats. I'm sorry to disappoint you. So it's so nice to have every one of us here. We are going to be having a lot of stuff spoken about. We will demystify what it takes to break into tech. Because one of the major things that you guys would agree with me is that once you learn a tech skill, the next question is, how do I launch? I mean, for instance, someone just said that she's still learning, even though when you learn something, you should actually launch. You should start something, challenge yourself, right? So we're going to be having topics around that. And also we're going to be having some of our guest speakers who will be coming to teach and talk about how to maximize yourself in this industrial revolution. How many of us saw Be Like Shadrach? You know Be Like Shadrach? No, not physically, virtually. If you know Shadrach, wave your hand. Virtually. I know that the only thing you know Shadrach to do is to play game. If you remember the video. PS5, to be specific. So we're going to be having Shadrach in the house this morning as well. We're going to be having Shadrach in the house. And also, how many of us know about Premium Trust Bank? Yeah, we are going to be having the MDC of Premium Trust Bank in the house, the president of Pastor Emmanuel Imifinim as well. And we're going to be having a lot more. We're going to be having a lot more. So please don't just come here to listen. Also make sure that you are able to ask questions, relevant questions, not how do I make money. Is it relevant? It's very relevant. Wait, why are you guys learning the tech skill? You don't even want to mentor, you want to make money. No, let us mentor first, then you'll not make the money. You make the money, then you now mentor. Well, that's true because I mean I can't let a poor person mentor me. I mean, so right now we're going to be having a welcome speech, a welcome address, and yes, I don't know if okay, beautiful. So please, I'm going to be inviting to the front the MD CEO of the Incubator Hub. And please, what I want us to do is to please let's just celebrate him. This is an amazing leader to us. He's an amazing leader to us. He's going to be coming for Okay, it's going to be coming for the welcome speech, but I was just informed that we should still meet ourselves because that is what is the priority this morning. We want to meet ourselves. And so I'm just going to give us one more opportunity. One more opportunity because I know a couple of us came in when we're introducing ourselves and probably you don't know someone yet. So please look to your left, to your right, look to your left, to your right. I'm going to give you just 3 minutes. 3 minutes, not two this time around. Look to your left, to your right. Look out for someone that you know that don't judge them by their Android though. Because someone can be using iPhone 16 and it just came with Techno. Oh, I'm sorry, I just mentioned the brand. But just look to your left or right. Make sure the person you are going to talk to now is someone that you know would invest into you for just a short time. So let's meet someone quickly. Get to know the person's name, exchange pleasantries, shake someone. Yes, 3 minutes. Your time start now. And I'm going to time you guys. If you go beyond 3 minutes, it is.
Don't shake today now.
All right. Have you collected someone's number? You're saying, you didn't collect the number. So why are you here? No, be proud of your phone. I know it's techno. Don't worry. Be proud. At this point, you should know what the next person is doing. If the person is an AI/ML expert, if the person is a data analyst, software developer, software engineer, data scientist, please connect, please connect. After now, we might not be able to connect anymore. We'll just go into the real business. Just a few minutes more. I'm timing you guys. The person can be Elon Musk's cousin. Oh. Don't judge by country. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Please, attention, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Everybody, please say after me, I'm ready. No, like say it like you mean it and mean what you say. Say, I'm ready. All right. So the person that you met is the person around you. All right. So look to the person right now. Look to the person right now. Do you know the person name? So mention the person name. Loud and clear. Okay. Say, I promise you. No, guys, come on, guys. One house, one house, one house, one house, one house. Say, I promise you. Say it like you mean. Say, I promise you. Some people are still gisting. Say, I promise you. Now that I have your digits, when I make my millions, I will not ghost you. Let's do it again. Say, I promise you, when next I see you, we are going to be taking over tech in Nigeria. If you believe that, clap for yourself. All right. So for the last time now, say, I promise you. No, say it like you mean it. Say, I promise you. When I'm big, when I'm big and I have protocol members around me, I will tell them not to bounce you. Say, I will tell them not to bounce you because I know you from Incubator. Do you mean it? Do you promise them? Give the person a high five. High five, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five. Yes, sir. Mommy is using code for me now. I promise you. All right. Okay. So now we are going to be doing something just to like prepare our minds. Everybody bring out your phones. Bring out your phones. Go to someone's DM that you trust. Someone that when you send something funny, they won't raise an alarm. Maybe your spouse, maybe your firstborn if you are married. Maybe for those of you in relationship, maybe your sibling. Don't go there. All right, so just go there quickly. Now, everybody type I am. So are you in their DM now? You're in their DM. Now type I am. Just type it. I am. So now you have 3 options, right? So when I say 3 options, once you type I am, there are like 3 words, one on the right, one in the middle, one on the left. Can you see it? On your keypad. On your keypad, right? So we have it now. Now, the middle words, punch it 15 times. It is today we will know what you're thinking about. Punch it 15 times. Don't clean anything, no. Punch it 15 times. Amazing, don't tire me. Once you have done that for 15 times, just wave your hand so I can identify you. All right. 15 times, Abby. Don't send it, though. Just wait. Just wait. You've sent it. Okay. Oh yeah, send it if you have done that. Send it. Send it. You've sent it. Now, if the person has responded, wave your hand. The person has responded. Not yet. The person has responded. Okay. Now, how many of you, the person has responded? Please come forward. So, how many of you sent something funny? Like what you sent is actually funny. It's weird. Okay, what you sent is weird. Raise your hand. And you are the one that used to think weirdly, Abby. I'm coming for you. Okay, so what did you send to the person? 1 hour, guys. 1 hour. Let's listen up. Let's listen up. Why are you laughing? Just hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. So what did you send?
It is about the future of humanity.
Wait first. Let's hear out. Let's hear out. Please tell someone next to you. Let me listen. Let me listen. Help me to listen. Tell someone next to you. Help me to listen. All right.
It is about the future of humanity. Should I read it out?
No, read it. Don't worry.
Okay, I am not a big believer of this idea of the future of humanity. And I think that the world will see the future. And we can see the past as the present as well as the future.
Oh yeah, wait. What did the person now say?
Okay, I am not as boy is the best on your exam tomorrow morning, sir. How are the feeling I left the office in the morning?
So the person actually got the code. The person did the same thing. But I saw something like Nalai the other time. Okay, it's not the person. Okay, so that was, please celebrate her. We are getting there. We'll get a weird one now.
The message is, I am not sure if I can get a new one, but I can do it tomorrow morning.
New what?
I don't know.
Wait till you want buy now. Lambo or car? Lambo or laptop?
Lambo.
Now Lambo you want buy. So that Lambo you want buy now. Wait till you talk.
The person said, how is the place?
Please, who has a weird one? Please come. We are getting there. Please celebrate him. So let's hear you out.
I am not a good friend. I don't like you.
Please come this way. Sorry. Please come this way for production's sake. Yeah.
And you're a good person. And she sent a sticker. Wait till you they talk.
Just they go. All right. Let's hear you out.
Sorry. So mine says, I am, good morning, sir. And I to the office. And I to the office to see two more than words. And the person said, I don't get this.
I am to the office. Yeah. Is your best friend in the office? No. You love your job than any other thing. Do you have an apartment in your office?
No, I don't.
Is this your manager? A friend. I'm going to go send them to your GMO. For you say, see me in my office. All right, another person. Last try. Okay, let's have you. Okay, so we start in 5 minutes. We start the first session in 5 minutes. So just in case you want to munch on something quickly, don't litter the floor, please. You have your bag, and for those of us who don't have bag, you have your pocket. Did you get that? So we start in 5 minutes. So let's just keep enjoying ourselves for the next 5 minutes so as to brace up what is ahead of us.
Okay, so this is not so weird, but he says something about me, and I was laughing. It says, I type, I am not sure if you are not going to be able to get the money back from the bank account, and I'll be there in a few minutes. And the person said, I don't get.
Explain that sentence.
Okay, so basically, I think it's because I talk a lot about money in my chats, and that's why this is coming up.
But I want to believe your bank account reflects who you are. It does. Do you have any cash price for us? How many of us need money? Hello, sir. Odimo. Don't trust that chain. Odin well. Okay, so another person, another person, another person. All right, let's have you, mom. Let's have you.
I am a teacher.
Mommy, are you a teacher normally? Okay, come this way.
I am a teacher. Teaching in the morning is, how are you feeling today? Is the day I work for the journey. And the person said, good morning, ma. I don't understand this.
Ma, is that your student or your husband? Your son-in-law. Oh. Why are you kissing your palm? Stop it. So mommy is a loving person, right? She's a teacher and she cares a lot about people. Please celebrate her as she goes back to her seat. Celebrate her as she goes back to her seat. All right, so I'm forced to do something now. DSA students, which of the course is the best? Data analysis, cybersecurity, AIML, data analysis, cybersecurity, software. Wait. Did somebody say accounting? Product analysis? Oh yeah, wait. Data analysis. The way you are shouting data analysis, you come forward. I'll catch you today. So, tell me the name of your facilitators.
Oh, Musin. TD. Femi.
The way the guy they talk himself, go, you guys celebrate them. Please celebrate the data analysis facilitator. And just so you know, guys, TD is in the house this morning. You've seen him. You've seen him. Don't let him go. All of you guys that have not submitted your project, Odimo. No, we know the chop akara. Okay. I don't understand. All right, so which other course? VA, virtual assistant students. Please come, please come, please come. Okay, she come. Yes, sir, please come. Hope it's not that I'm going to check the group and ask for the facilitator's name. Okay. So why are your facilitators?
Cynthia, okay, and Ololade.
Is it Ololade? It's not Ololade. She's a namesake. Oh, because she's a namesake. So you cannot forget. So tell me one thing about DSA's training for you as a virtual assistant. Just tell me one thing you've learned so far.
I've learned how to relate with people, how to express myself, how to be professional.
That's right. That's right. So one question, guys. If there is one thing you want to wish Incubator do for you after this training, what would it be? Think about it. I'll call a few of you guys out. But for you, what do you think?
Train me more, like mentor me.
We are mentoring you now. This is part of the mentoring.
I want one-on-one, like.
And this one-on-one. Incubator is an organization. It's not an individual. Okay, so mentorship, right? What would you like, Ma? Okay, you can go to it. Certification, training, and you'll be certified for DSA now. Professional certification, awesome. We are taking note of that, yes? Please remove your nose mask. Let's see your face. Laptop, no. Where you are going, just carry a camera. They carry and go is and buy laptop. Laptop. What kind of laptop? Makuko. Alien wear call. Homemade. No, you don't want homemade. Which one? You give CJ, don't collect it. So laptops are be noted but not considered. Another person, yes. Internship, yeah, internship. Please celebrate. That's a brilliant one. Internship. We'll think about it. Yes. We're actually taking note of what you're saying, to be honest. We're taking note of what you're saying. One-on-one. But sir, you're working in Zenith Bank. You just said Zenith Bank shit. I didn't even say it is Zenith Bank. But one-on-one engagement, right? Still mentorship, still strengthens the mentorship point. Another person outside of the 3 scopes. Job opportunities. If you employ everybody, how much will salary the staff will be collecting? Job opportunities. So what I think Incubator does is that we also have partnership with other organizations. So when job opportunity comes up, we'll definitely send it to every one of us. We have your information in our bucket, so we'll definitely send it out. We promise that. Okay, another person. This is, you should not send mail again, no. DSC student. Don't send mail, oh. Talk now. Anything you want to say it now. If I not pick you, don't say it again. All right, what do you want to say? Deadline extension. I don't know that one. No. Which deadline? Project. It has been graded. Data analysis. It has been graded. We are not, people should not talk about deadline again. Let's move on deadline submission. It has gone. I'm no more doing. People should not message us. Okay, so deadline submission. What course are you studying? Data analysis. All right. Okay, virtual assistant. No, they can't be. Let us even talk about DSA here. Another person. So deadline submission is considered. So we'll get back to you. Another person. So outside the training, what other opportunities do you think you want to look out for? Another person. All right, I think we are fine now. So we can go to the next thing. All right. So I have one more engagement. I'm just, trying to prepare us for what is ahead, actually. So once we get into the conversation aspect, you won't really see me out here anymore. It's just for us to keep talking, keep learning, and keep noting. So the next engagement I have here is we are going to be doing more like a shout-out segment. And the shout-out segment is majorly, it's not like come and shout into the mic. Okay, let me just move on. So we're going to be having a shout-out segment. And what you need to do is you just give a shout-out to, maybe you're a DSA student, you want to give a shout-out to someone. Right, okay, I give a shout-out to Mr. TD. He's an amazing facilitator. One thing I've learned from him is this, and this. So we're just going to do that. Just give a shout-out to someone. And just in case you also know 1 or 2 students that they have actually been guiding you well, maybe you don't know the person is here, you can give a shout-out to the person. And, from there, we also strengthen the engagement. All right, so I'm just going to give slot for like 5 people to just come give a shout-out. 5 people. All right, okay. Yes, ma'am. 2, 3. I've called you before, but no problem. 4, 5. All right, apologies. Please, the 5 of you guys, please come forward quickly. Just come give a shout out. Come forward. Please celebrate them now. It takes a lot to come forward. Honestly. All right, let me just start from you.
Okay, thank you. I want to say thank you first and foremost to the Incubator Hub, to DSA. You people are doing a great work. God bless you in Jesus' name. Yes, I'm giving a shout out to one of my facilitators. We usually call him Teacher Oluwole. So I say, yes, AIML. So I say, how do I say it now? Okay, you should give bosa to him. So help me give 5 bosas to teacher Oluwole. Bosa, 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 bosa.
Thank you very much, man. That 5 looks like we are not going to end it, but thank you so much. Mr. Luwale is an amazing teacher, right? AML students, where are you guys? I shall know that the noise is not loud. You guys are just 3.
Okay, I'm Hannah Kiyode. I want to give a shout out to Daddy Gio, Incubator Hubs, and to all our facilitators because they started with us and they've been good. And a wonderful shout out to our digital marketing facilitators, Amos and Femi. Shout out to them. And our our group leader, Joshua. God bless you. Hi.
All right, please, let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them. Okay, so at this point, I'm still going to give you guys the slot, but we need to move in immediately. So please let me celebrate them as they go back to their seats. We have in our midst. Okay. All right, so I've been given the permission to have you guys. The 3 of you, please come. I'm so sorry. Apologize. I've given permission to have you guys. All right.
Praise God. I want to first of all thank God Almighty. I want to give my shout out to Daddy Gio for at least through this initiative, many of us gain 1 or 2 things. And then I want to make this shout out to my facilitator, Mr. Emmanuel. Wonderful. Madam Peace. They are wonderful people. They want also passing on that life, Mr. Benjamin, because there was time that we have some kind of argument with ourselves, and he stepped in and he was and passed. Kudos to Benjamin as well. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is James Ogunjimi. I want to appreciate the Incubator Hub and all the guys behind the scene. One thing that I really appreciate about them is their swift response when it comes to message. When you email them, they responded, and they don't lack in that. Then my shout out would want to go to the same person, Emmanuel Akobi, then Madam Peace. Madam Peace in particular, what I'm saying Madam Peace in particular is voice actually staying in my brain. In other words, stick to my brain. In other words, she was the first person that made me to understand that when you start a journey, then you put your heart to it, you will not be able to sleep. And truly, during the project, in short, I think that was I can't remember the last time I had 48 hours non-sleep, so, and that is a great thing.
Please go and sleep now. For the journey is far. Please let me celebrate him. All right.
Hello, everyone. It's a big opportunity to be here. I want to say thank you very much to Daddy Gio of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Thank you for this opportunity, DSA, the Incubator Hub, and the entire management team. I want to say thank you. Thank you to all my facilitators, data analysis, Mr. Musin, Mr. TD, Mr. Femi. We appreciate you guys. And a big shout out to our group leader. I don't know her name, but she's Emuna Fish Market. Thank you for everything. And I want to say thank you to my mom for supporting me to get a system so I can practice and some practical. And thank you because I know I'm going to get an opportunity to get a job if I live here.
I will not call you out again because of that point of job. Please. So right now we are going to be going straight into the welcome address. And to take this welcome address, ladies and gentlemen, we're clapping of our hands. Let's make welcome the senior manager of the Incubator Hub, Mr. Olawale Olatujoye.
Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure there's any established protocol, but let me appreciate the people we have in front of us. I have the MD CEO of the Incubator Hub, in person of Mr. Oluwafemi Oyetunde. Can we please celebrate him? And I have a keynote speaker who is also the founding CEO of Black Skill Africa, in person of Mr. Olugbenga Omojola. Can we please celebrate him? and all the other guests that we have seated with us here today. We're still going to get to know more about them in the course of the event. And can you also celebrate yourself, appreciate yourself for coming? We're so excited to have every one of us here today. And first of all, let me apologize for, the tiny space that we're using for the event today. This is, more like testing the waters. There are still many of these nature of events that are coming up. And so please accept our apologies. We can see a lot of people standing at the back, even outside the hall. So please bear with us for today. Subsequently, trust me, you get it better than this. So once again, welcome to Digital Skillfest. If you look up there, that is what we're doing. The idea for Digital Skillfest is we've had a lot of contact with a number of us virtually. Most of our trainings that have had the biggest of the numbers, Ladies in Tech Africa had over 50,000 people. DSA had over 100,000 people. And Future Clan last year, we started with about 12,000 people virtually. Eventually, 1,000 people came down to the venue where we had the 1 week on-site boot camp. People were fed free of charge for 1 week. Everything was free of charge. So we saw the need for us to cement a relationship that would lead to sustainable growth for people that have come through us in the course of their journey in tech. We believe that it should just go beyond, we provide the training, the mentorship and all of that. We believe that there has to be a place where we can have a handshake, a place where we can interact, where we can connect, where we can network, and where we can also put, faces to, the digital pictures you see on YouTube and, all other channels of engagement that we've had over the years. So that is the idea for us with Digital Skill Fest. It is an event to celebrate, people that are just, they've decided that the world is shifting. There's a lot of change happening in the world. I'm sure some of us will hear recently that, Google, Microsoft, laying off thousands of staffs. Some people could be afraid, but most of us have taken the bold step to say, look, as much as we say the future is tech, the reality is that what? Tech is now. It's no longer a thing of the future. As much as AI is displacing so many jobs, it is also creating multiple jobs opportunities. So that's why we look at the fact that there's a need for us to have a forum where we meet, where we interact, where we rub minds, and where we bring key industry experts to actually come and address us, share their experience with us, talk about what is happening in the world to ensure that, we are not just at that level of learning, but, just like we are here to say we want to lift you, by the hand to ensure that you take every step well guided. And so we've said that we'll bring in, industry experts to come around, talk to us, share ideas with us, and also tell us, what do we need to do to go beyond the level we are currently. So this is the first edition of Digital Skill Fest, and you can actually look forward to much more, look forward to a bigger one, and one in which at that time that we're seeing you, you're already making bold waves in the world of tech. And I love to say this anywhere I have the opportunity, that the fourth industrial revolution has a level playing ground. The first industrial revolution was capital intensive, steam engine and all of that. We were still under colonial masters, when that happened. Second industrial revolution, mass production, under colonial masters. The third industrial revolution was when we just gained independence, the age of computers, internet, But the fourth industrial revolution, we have no excuse. The barrier to entry is just a mobile device, or should I say internet access, and then a device that you can use to access the internet. That is the key barrier to entry. So you can see that, is way different from when you have to set up industries. Okay, if you want to ask me, how did, Flutterwave, how did they start? You look at all the tech unicorns we have in the country today, they didn't have to have ₦1 billion or to set up factories before they could start. It was just idea plus skill. And so we look forward to you also getting to that level where you have ideas, plus the skill we've given to you, with the network you can build, even starting from this place. And the sky is actually the starting point for you. So there's so much more we've, packaged together for us today. And so we just want you to sit back, relax, have a great time, and make sure that you bring out your pen, your paper, your phones when the speakers are sharing ideas with us so that we can document those life-changing information that we're going to be getting here today. Once again, welcome to the very first edition of Digital Skillfest. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Olawale Olatuje. Please appreciate him once again. Thank you so much, sir. All right. So right now we are going to be watching a short documentary of the Incubator Hub. And this is a time for us to be able to understand what Incubator has done so far and how this wonderful organization has been a major impact in this dispensation. Please watch and be blessed.
A digital revolution changing the world. But there's a gap. Africa giving them not just skills, but confidence and a seat at the global table. And through Digital Skill Up Africa, our largest digital skills intervention yet, We've reached over 113,112 young Africans across 132 countries, making our mission truly global. But we are only getting started. Our boldest chapter is ahead. By 2035, we aim to reach 10 million African youths, equipping them not only with digital skills, but with digital power. Power to innovate, power to lead, power to solve African problems with African solutions. Our interventions will go deeper. Digital literacy at the grassroots, advanced digital skills training in undeserved areas, entrepreneurship development for young tech founders. We will build digital pipelines from local communities to global opportunities, ensuring that Africa becomes the world's premier talent hub. We are not just shaping careers, we are shaping destinies. We are not just teaching skills, we are building Africa's digital future. We are Incubator Hub, and this is just the beginning. Africa stands at a
Incubator, you can do better than that. Let's celebrate this wonderful organization. All right, thank you so much. So right now we are going right into business, and to start this wonderful event, our first major conversations we are going to be having is going to be a panel session. And during this panel session, we're going to be talking about Africa without borders, enhancing digital skills for economic revolution. And I'm going to do the honors to introduce the moderator of this wonderful panel session. Then I'll give her the job to introduce those that she will be speaking with on this panel session. Before she comes up, how many of us know? Okay, let me give you a hint. This person is a facilitator for DSA. The course is product design. What do you think? Folashade, okay? Any other person? Folashade? Shikemi? Any other person? Esther? Okay, so we'll get to know who the person is. This particular person is a seasoned product designer with a strong track record of creating purposeful, user-centered digital experiences and driven impact. With experience in designing across fintechs, health tech, and enterprise platforms, she has brought a thoughtful balance of clarity and understanding, UI UX strategy, and business alignment to every product she touches. Beyond her 9 to 5, she is the founder of the design, I won't mention the name, Circle, a growing design community that equips, mentors, and empowers emerging designers to thrive through mentorship, practical trainings, and purpose-driven design thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, we're clapping of our hands. Please let's make welcome Mrs. Folashade Adebite.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Let me do as if I'm in class. Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm so excited to be here, and I know you're excited as well. So can you clap for yourself for showing up? I like people that show up for themselves. So today's going to be an interesting conversation, and I'm so happy that I'm having tech brothers. Let me call them tech bros. They are not just local champions, they are actually international champions, and you have a lot to learn from them. So I'm just going to read not a lot about them, just something brief. Okay. So my name once again is Folashade Blessing Adegbite, and I'm truly honored to be moderating this exciting session, Africa Without Borders, enhancing digital skill for economic revolution. So whether you're a designer, you are an engineer, a content strategist, digital marketer, or a developer, whichever career path you are heading, this is for you. And today we're going to be exploring how digital talent across the continent is transcending geography, they're assessing global opportunities and also building inclusive future. So let me introduce the brilliant minds that will be joining me on this panel session. The first is Gift, and Gift is a visionary data scientist and community builder who is leading the charge in making AI and data literacy accessible across Africa. Please, can we welcome Gift Oje Abulu? I just hope I pronounced that well. Please, can we welcome him? Hi, Gift. Welcome. So next is Shedrack Oloyede. So Shedrack is a full stack developer turned Web3 innovator, helping bridge the world of digitalization and opportunities. Can we welcome Shedrack Oloyede? You are not excited. Please, when they are coming, these people are not just local champions. All right. And finally, on this panel session, we're going to be having Ayomide Shodipo. Ayomide Shodipo is a seasoned engineering leader and a global voice in developers' relations, championing communities, and scalable impact. Thank you very much. Hi. Do you have a mic for them? Hi, Gift. Hello, Shedrack. And Ayomide, hello. Hi. Nice to finally put a face. Okay, so I just want you to just briefly give me your own career path, how you started before we now get into what we want to talk about. So maybe we'll start with Ayomide, just how you started your career and where you are. So something very brief,
Very
few
brief.
seconds. Yeah.
Good day, everyone. Thanks for having me around. So, name is Shirpa Amidi. Started out with systems develop. You can hear me? Ah, okay. Can you hear me now? Amazing. So, I started out doing systems development. Then from there went to game development. From there went into core software engineering. Went to web, basically I've been around the block. Then after doing all of those things, I said web was my thing. So I kept on doing web for some time. Then I went into developer relations. Developer relations has to do with helping people. It's evangelism basically, but technical evangelism basically to fellow developers to help them understand how to be a better developer, how to do something better, that kind of thing. Then went into venture capital, invested in over 45 plus companies across Africa, the US, Europe, and the Middle East. Then basically just diversified the entire portfolio to multiple things, but the baseline still rests on technology.
Thank you very much. Can we give it a round of applause to Ayomide? Thank you. Hi, Shedrack. So, you know what? I know your story, but we all know your story. If you remember in class, yes, it's the one. This is celebrity. Can we just have him?
Hi, guys. Yeah, hi. Okay. My name is Shedrack Oloyede, and all right. So I actually started with the Digital Bootcamp before Incubator. It was the Digital Bootcamp. Then it was 2016 after I finished from secondary school, and then after my diploma, I decided that this is what I really want to do because obviously I enjoy it, not because I was making money, but and so I went straight into web dev. Full-time web dev, and over time I did full stack. And after I finished from university, I just said, what, let me just go into blockchain. This is what's popping right now. And since then, I've been a blockchain developer for a couple of years now. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Shedrack. Thank you. I hope we're taking notes. All right, thank you. So, Gift, can we have you?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hi. Yeah, can you hear me at the bar? Yeah, so I'm Gift Ojawulu. I'm the co-founder of Data Community Africa. My journey in summary, I've been around in this space for some time. I started with networking and security precisely. Then I did like software engineering for some time, precisely web and Android. Yeah. Then I've been in the data science and machine learning space for a while, that's since 2018. So I've explored like different side, from data science, data analysis, science, machine learning, MLOps, engineering, and yeah, I'm currently in the engineering space and AI space precisely, but like more from the developer relations side, as much as I can work as a core engineer. Yeah, so, but I'm more passionate about the developer relations side because of the way my career started. So like Shodipo stated, developer relations is like helping developers do their best work in summary in different ways, like from documentation to better user experience. Is a bit different in the like AI space, but yeah, but that's my journey in summary.
Thank you very much, Gift, Ayomide, and Chedrak. So I think something is peculiar about their journey. The fact that they are not stagnant. They didn't say, oh, I'm a developer and this is where I want to be, but they tried and explored. We're not saying that you should pack everything and learn everything, but try to explore. There are different things. There's a way you can, for instance, in design, there's a way I can bring in data to what I do. There's a way I can bring in AI in what I do. So I hope we're able to learn one of those things from their short story, because I know there's more to the story, but because of our time. So now let's start from the top. I'm going to start with Shedrak. So we are talking about Africa without borders. So to you, what does it look like in your line of work? You're currently like a blockchain developer, Web3 innovator. So what does Africa without borders actually look like in your line of work?
Yeah. Africa without borders, from my own point of view, or line of work, I would say, what does Africa without borders mean? Outside of that point of view, is like putting, let's say we bring Africa and then other continents, or bring Nigeria, countries in Africa with other countries outside Africa, and then can we say they have the same quality? Can they belong to the same class? Can they stand on the same stage and do the same things, and deliver the same quality of products and outputs, without any limitations, as regards to like territory, or like the kind of limitations we usually have like in Nigeria, and when working and then your internet goes off or they take lights, and things like that, they obviously affect the output and the quality of your work, and also like your mental space. So then in my own line of work, I would say Africa without borders is being able to, for me personally, I'm going to personalize this, being able to move, my funds easily across, the globe, because so for example, now I travel quite a lot. I'm a digital nomad. So I need to be able to move my money from one country to the other without being, stranded. And then when I come back to Nigeria, I also need to be able to spend, without being stranded, on my mobile app, my banking app. I need to be able to, make payments. So for me, that's Africa without borders.
Thank you, Shedrak. So for Gift, you've actually built like an ecosystem across data, across multiple countries, like over 45. Yeah. So in your own view, why is access to AI education, data, and also digital skill important to be globally recognized or globally competitive, not just for now, not just for tech professionals, but actually for African youth?
Yeah, thanks. So I'll be coming from the perspective of the African without borders before I get into this. So the summary from that aspect for me is talent is global and opportunity is also global. That statement is not completely true if you are in Africa, because a lot of times talent is global, but depending on where you are, especially from the underrepresented regions, talking about women in tech, Africans, Black, and so on, opportunity is not completely global. Yeah, so as regards this now, one of the reasons why Data Community Africa started was because, for me, I noticed a gap. So as at like 2020, 2021 backward, I actually do speak at several conferences. Yeah, several conferences. That's how I knew Shodipo actually. And I actually attend like several conferences. But personally, before the buzz of AI came to Africa, came generally, like became global, became a thing due to ChatGPT. Yeah, I think that was like 2021, November or December. Yeah. A lot of people in the African space does not know what the data and AI is about, right? So is a misconception. And for me, I feel like when I attend conferences, topics around data science, AI, machine learning is always sidelined because a lot of people does not understand the basics, right? Like you are talking something about machine learning in production, for example, when people don't even have like the basics of machine learning itself, because the groundwork of machine learning, there's a lot of mathematics in it, unlike other sides of tech I've come from, where you probably just need to like take a video and go on. But if you want to go core in the ML space, you have to understand some sort of like mathematics and also research, because, for example, in summary, for example, you see when they were asking Sam Altman that like, how long have they been working on ChatGPT? And they'd be like, the company have been for 7 years before ChatGPT like came on. So a lot of people don't know that. Things like that is because of when you are working on an ML project, maybe large language models, recommendation system, and so on. When you are working on things like that, you start from the research side to the production side, and there's what they call like model monitoring. You are refactoring all these things over time. So it takes a lot of time. It takes 3 years, it takes 4 years, it takes 5 years, and so on. Yeah. So my own essence of like propagating this to other parts of Africa is because I want to let people know that if you can think it, you can achieve it. It doesn't matter like where you are. For example, at the moment, like some weeks back, even as much as I'm in Nigeria, like I was invited like for an AI conference in the US. You get, so just because of some several things I'm doing. So I'm just saying that this is being based in Nigeria. I also like supported, like there's a friend currently that is currently in Prague actually, Czech Republic. So for a Python conference. So we did an hackathon for Data Community Africa last year. And I reached out to him that, hey, what's up, Coyote? Let's work on this social thing from the research side, and or like this is an opportunity for you. And as I speak, he was like sponsored on all expense paid, yeah, to Prague. You get, so I'm just saying that this shows that your talent can take you far above borders. The thing is, you just need to be committed. If you can be passionate about it, it's fine, but make impact as much as you can. So that's the summary for me.
Okay, thank you. So how do we, yeah. So sorry, based on what you've said, so how do we like adopt AI, data, machine learning, and all that in our career path? Because I want to be a product designer. Because everybody has their own career path. My own path is product designer, but I don't also to be a product designer. I want to be known for impact. I want to be known globally. I don't want to be a local champion to say. So how do we, has whether career path, maybe as a developer, a product manager or project manager, product designer, marketer, digital marketer, how do we adopt AI? And there's another thing that I don't know, I didn't want to talk about it before, but I think I would ask the question. So there's this question of AI will replace you, AI will not replace you. Then people will now say, if you are smart, AI would not replace you. But how do we make sure? Because was it Chimamanda or what? Well, I can't remember her name. She's a writer. She was talking about the fact that AI will make you like more dumb. So how do we like bridge that gap to make sure that AI is actually making us effective in our work, but we also we still stay intelligent?
All right, yeah, thank you. So now I got that clearly. Yeah, so you're talking from AI from the user-centric side. So when you ask, first of all, a lot of times when I think of AI, I think of it from like the data-centric side. That's from the base. But from the user-centric side, especially with several tools coming up, the likes of Gamma for presentation, Claude and so on, Google AI Studio and everything, I would say that if you have the fundamentals of your field, like I feel like that's all what you need. Because the thing about tech is a lot of things, even before the AI stage, there've been a lot of abstraction. So people use Figma generally, definitely. Before Figma, like I feel design was way other than that. Yeah, the days of like Corel Draw. I don't know much about design, but there are days of like Corel Draw, before days of like even Canva, before Figma. So all these things are layers built on top layers. They're abstractions, right? Like you see, like even with the current state of AI, like it will get to a certain stage where, so what you should be bothered more about is I always say this word: the thinking behind your intelligence is greater than the intelligence itself.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, the thinking behind your intelligence is greater than the intelligence itself. So a lot of times now you probably see someone create one work or do something, right? What is greater is not actually that work that you are seeing, it's the thinking behind that work. The people that build ChatGPT and all, it's not even the output, it's the brain that is greater than the work, ChatGPT itself. That's why you see like Mark Zuckerberg trying to like what's the name? Poach exactly several people from Anthropic, several people from OpenAI, and so on, and DeepMind. You get, because the thinking is always greater. So if you can focus more on your critical thinking and the way you approach solving problems, I feel that's what matters more.
Okay, so you're saying soft skills.
Yeah, so it's soft skill, but there's a mixture of experience over time, even working on things. You get, so that's why it's called critical thinking. So you can't start product design today. I'm using product design for an example now, but yeah, because you mentioned you can't start design today now and expect the person to be experienced as somebody that have been there 7 years. I don't want to know how smart you are. It's not possible. That's just the truth. No matter how, like, the fact that you're a genius, for somebody that maybe have been working with some core teams, like international teams now, that there are people doing amazing stuff, you get, and you are just starting product design today, you can't match up the person level of thinking in terms of critical thinking and output of work, if no matter how much you use AI. So lastly, let me say this. So from the lower level, I feel like before you build something, whether with AI or anything, understand why. That's the difference between someone just starting and someone that is experienced. Someone just starting will probably just know what, but someone that is experienced will know why, what, and how. You get, so if you can understand why, like things, why are you using this particular function? Why are you doing this? Why is this solution better than this solution? I feel like that's what supersedes all. And if you can be on that particular level, it's not possible for AI to replace you. That's just the thing.
No, you're wise. Thank you so much. Please, can we give a round of applause to you? Hi, all. I know you've been wondering when people actually get to me. Finally. So, Ayo, I read your bio. Like, in fact, I read three bios, and I was like, God, when? But really, Ayo, you've led global dev communities at Polygon, Nokia, and more. So, what lessons as tech professional can we learn from global ecosystem, and how can we localize it without actually losing our cultural relevance?
Yeah, thanks for that question. Plus, that was a very great answer, Gift, yours as well. So I think one pattern that I see that is very consistent is even in America or Europe or India or all of these places, the people who actually build these ecosystems are natives, right? I think it's fine to relocate to the UK or to the US or any of these places, but for me, it's about Africans building Africa. In India, right, for example, when COVID happened, some of the major pioneers that kind of like provided reliefs and stuff, aside the government, were people I knew. And they were Indians. They were not waiting for foreign relief from America or somewhere. And in respect to projects like Paytm, for example, from India, the investors that invested in Paytm were Indians. Polygon, a blockchain, in investors of Polygon were Indians. They seeked for foreign investment, yes, but primarily the people at the seat of the table, the board members, the key investors, they were Indians. So same way I think and I believe for Nigeria and for Africa, Africans have to build Africa. Nigerians have to build Nigeria. It's difficult, yes, but people like, for example, Taiwo of MoneyPoint, for example, it wasn't easy to build MoneyPoint, right? We look at even UBA, another bank. We look at Pastor Emefiele. It's not easy. It is hard. Like I used to say, it is blood, sweat, and tears. It's hard. You can wake up in the morning, for example, Paystack launched Zap. And the day they launched, the next day, the CBN slapped a 250 million naira fine on them.
saying their license doesn't cover ZAP. And they launched it, they did a launch party about it. And the next day, I was with Shola and a couple of people, and it wasn't even sad. Because why? He has gone through this thing over and they understand how it works. But my point is Nigerians building Nigeria. It is hard, it is difficult, but trying to provide solutions that solve your fellow Nigerian problems. You know what the problems are, you are best suited to solve it. And from Nigeria, you go to Africa, fundraise from Nigerian investors. Now, they might be people say Nigerian investors are very hard. They say they are they try to clinch on you and let's call it micromanaging. Say you invest, they give you 100K, 200K. They're all about your business. They're trying to help you succeed. I know a guy who started a very good company, a solid company. He got a PSSP license without raising money. He made good money, right? Unfortunately for him, he landed in trouble, right? He couldn't answer some questions. He was inexperienced. And he got in trouble with an agency in this country and they finished him. Because he literally has no investors. He has friends, but those friends are like, you have a problem. We can't help you. I promise you today, there's nothing. And he had expanded all the way to Kenya. But he had no friends, or that he had friends, but no investors. He said he doesn't want investors. That's how he knows to build his business. That doesn't want anybody. He doesn't want to give shares to anybody. He wants to do everything all by himself. He crashed. So in the multitude, I think there's one. In the multitude of counselors, there is what? Safety. Safety. It's not just by doing it all by. You need people who have gone far ahead of you and they guide you. So Nigerians. So I think the climax of it all is Nigerians building for Nigeria, from Nigeria to the globe, from Nigeria to other African countries. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Ayomide. Sorry, before I go to Shedrack. So I know you are into venture capital, right? Yeah. So what do you actually look for? Because I know that somebody, based on what you said, it has inspired somebody to actually build something, right? Am I right? So what do you look out for if you want to invest in a business or probably a product?
Okay, that's a good question. So right now I've done over 45 plus companies. Okay, it's record, okay. But it's truth basically. Some of the I don't want to say most unsuccessful ones were Nigerian companies. For example, I have a story of this guy who went to Dubai and bought his girlfriend a Rolex watch and did her birthday on a yacht with our money. That's just one there's another one. They went to Canary Wharf in London, got a penthouse, and were living life. Another one, there are series and series and series of them like that. So I think ideally, but then we wouldn't stop. We wouldn't stop still. But number one thing I would look for is I shouldn't be more knowledgeable about your space than you. You need to know this might sound very blunt, but they are genuinely stupid questions. So, like for example, you're talking to an investor to invest in your business, and you are asking questions like, "How do I?" Like, you are supposed to know that. It is genuinely not a very good question. It is blunt, but it's honest. You should know as much as you can about your field. It's hard out there. It is bloody. It is difficult. It is probably difficult is a good word. It is very difficult out there if you are going to be successful. And success not in terms of naira, success in terms of dollars. Success not just in terms of say I'm building $1 billion company, but then again we are actually solving real world problems that people are literally feeding off this thing every day. Every day. Success that you're helping others make money. Most businesses you see today help others make money. So, but number one for me is that I should not know your business better than you. I should not know your market better than you. You should be able to tell me things I do not know. I should not be educating you in the entirety of your business. You should know that. So that's the first. Secondly, the individual themselves. The individual themselves. You need to be very well read. You need to just your personality. You need to be friendly, right? I know, for example, I'll be a bit cryptic with this story, but there's a friend of mine running a company. His girlfriend was the chief of finance. First things first, no, we don't do that. Secondly, his girlfriend was talking to another major company CEO. And that other major company, the CEO is a very big person. He's quite successful, basically. This young man destroyed the entire relationship because he thought that his girlfriend was being. So you can see all these funny things happening. It's a personality thing. And when I look at you, I see that this is very immature. You are not ready. But, well, the company was taken off your hands and it became something else that we all know as well today. And all of the founders, and they got nothing. An investor just took the company because they were very immature about how a company is supposed to run. So, and that's another reason why a lot of Nigerian founders say that Nigerian investors are very micromanaging, because a lot of Nigerian founders are not doing the work to actually study. I'll say it again, it is hard. I promise you, it is hard. And it is so much harder right now. It's not even just about fintech. You can wake up in the morning and you are gone. Like your business is gone. One license, one thing, you are gone. Even aside, you can wake up in the morning and someone that has way more money than you takes over your market. You are gone. Your investors are looking at you. What are you going to do? So all of that has to do with the individual. So secondly, I want to know you as an individual, you as a person. I want to see resilience. I want to see that you've encountered problems and you've come out of it. Not childish, I mean problems that they almost finished you, but how did you come out of it? You go into some meetings, they ask you, have you lost 1 billion naira before? Have you lost 500 million before? No, I will fall down and no. Have you lost? What has happened? Have you seen this amount of money before? But you want to raise $1.2 million. Every Nigerian starting a company wants to raise dollars today. Nobody wants to, and you're operating in Naira. Your revenue is in Naira. No FX revenue, but you are raising dollars. Why scam? What? That's because no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So, like I said, number one is what? Number one is I want to. I should not know your business more than you do. I should not be more knowledgeable about your business than you are. Secondly, your personality, you as an individual. Who are you? What is your story? I want to see those two things, basically.
Thank you very much, Ayomide, and for summarizing as well. So before we go for our last question, let me ask Shadrach. So let me use myself as an example. I want to earn in dollars, but I want to live in Nigeria and be able to travel all over the world. What do I do? What can I do?
That's a very, very interesting question. I know a lot of people here that are very, very curious. They want to earn in dollars. I know. So here's the thing. There are a lot of opportunities out there. There are a lot of things you can learn how to do. Basically, there are courses online. You can just sit in your bedroom, your room, lock yourself up for months, and you will make progress without even knowing. But unfortunately, people they want to be fed. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that. They want sorry. You are the incubator.
E.g., incubator up, digital skill up.
Yeah, so as I was saying, unfortunately, people they lack discipline. You want to earn in dollars, but you can't sacrifice your breakfast and lunch, to really, really study, to do research, to work, to collaborate. Nigerians, I love Nigerians and the way we act. We are very, very curious people. For example, in the Web3 space, Nigeria is the fastest growing top countries. Yeah, I'm serious. You can ask why knows about it. We are very, very up there. We are very, very curious. We are engaging. Nigerians want to earn money because they want to earn $10 here this week, $50 here. They are participating in airdrops, and without knowing, they are actually very, very learning. They are already knowledgeable about setting up wallets, stable coins, transferring, trading, just because they want to earn, but they are not looking at the big picture. It's just that instant gratification. God will help us.
Thank you.
So yeah. Quickly, I wanted to weigh in on that. AI will take our jobs. I know a lot of people, they are panicking right now, but here's the thing. In China, there are factories where they operate robots only. They are moving containers and with just robots. Before, people were working there, right? But now those people, they are working at the back station operating those robots. So you see what I mean? You have to evolve over time. AI will come and take many, many jobs. That's the truth. But you have to evolve. You can't remain stagnant and expect to evolve, So don't be scared. Don't be scared, but you have to evolve. Things are popping out there. AI will come. When AI comes and take content writing, you evolve and use the AI to, you make yourself better. That's just the truth. You have to evolve over time. So an example is this: in my company internally, we are working on an AI product, and then we say, let's build a mobile app for this. And overnight, the following day, my manager just demoed a React Native app full. The product we were talking about, we are like, Sina, what's going on here? I was like, guys, I just whipped up Cursor and I just threw in Claude and OpenAI. Dude, it was like, wow. It was just generating the code. I'm like, oh boy. I was thinking we'll probably need to hire a React Native engineer for this, but man, that job is gone. So you see, you really, really have to evolve, guys. You have to you need to make plans and you need to follow them every day. Because to be honest, the jobs are going to, but the thing is, there are new jobs coming. As the jobs are going, new ones are coming in. The jobs are evolving. Before you need to, do things manually yourself, but now you need to upskill. You need to upskill yourself and be able to operate on in another level. So that's it. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
don't panic.
Thank you, Shadrach. Okay, just to wrap up. We're going to wrap up now. Just last question. I'm so sorry. We will not be able to take questions from the audience. You can reach out to them probably online, or you can send a mail. We know we are very fast. We responding to mail. Somebody testified. So just send a mail of your question and we'll send it across to the panelists. So before you give us your 30 seconds TED talk, to inspire us, inspire to perspire, that kind of thing, 30 seconds. So just tell us how we can access, just in your own view, how we can access global opportunity without relocating. I just want to anywhere in the world. You get it?
Okay. Before I go, I'm not really a motivational speaker, but I'll try. So for me, I'll say there are two levels. As much as I'll talk about that, the reality of things is later on, you get to a stage where you look at it that as much as you want to earn in dollars and remain, you get to, should people understand what I'm saying? I'll still address that. You get to a stage and be like, okay, I think I want to leave. Yeah, there's later. You realize later that stage. But before we go to that stage now, for me, I would say be good at what you do. When I mean be good at what you do now, I know everybody wants to learn, everybody just wants to make money at the moment. Especially if you are just starting your career. See the free time and opportunity as the best opportunity you have to learn deep things. Because a lot of times when you go deep into your career and you start growing and all, the thing is, there's no time again. It's just the truth. Lately, I've been going deep into data engineering and I've been prolonging it as much as I'm learning, right? I've been prolonging things because I have a lot of things going on. But there were points where I go deep into things easily because I have more time. So I'll say if you can build your skill, be good at what you do. I know they'll say personal branding. I know that people will say if you go on LinkedIn, do aspire to Maguire. They say how I make money in this so day. People exaggerate things. I know there's that part. But the truth is, if you are not good at what you do, opportunity will keep passing you by. See, there is no miracle. There's no miracle. Even God won't help you because you are not good at what you do. Yes, you have to be good at what you do before you get opportunity. So when you build your skill and you are good at what you do, then you can put yourself out there, right? If you work with someone now, because, for example, I'm invited here to speak, or we are invited here to speak now. And when they're asking questions and we are just rumbling, we are not saying anything. If you have an opportunity next week, maybe international opportunity for speaking, you won't call us. There's no magic about it. That's just the truth. You won't call us. But when you add value, one way or the other, the opportunity will come. So when you build your skill, I would say learn in public also, very important. All my international opportunities I did, even to the non-profit organization I have at the moment, everything was as a result, though my own was born out of passion. I never started tech as a result. Genuinely, it sounded somehow. I never really started tech as a result of maybe I just need money now because Yeah, there's that part. Yeah, I actually started tech because me, I'm curious. That I was actually about chemistry when I was in school student. I started tech because I was just excited about knowing things. I just feel like, so when you're working on your website, like this is what is happening at the back end. That was what brought my curiosity of starting tech. The money started coming, and more opportunity. Though now I'm pushing the money more, but that was not my now I'm all about money. But the thing is, that was not the incentive I used in starting tech. Yeah, so build your skill, be good at what you do, and build your network. Then impact and give value. That's what.
Thank you very much. Build your skill, be intentional at what you do. Thank you so much. Shedra, just a line. Like, like when they say it's no, just a tagline. Advice to people that just, some of us just finished our DSA. I know this is like the mentorship phase, but they've done their boot camp. So what's like just one line, like advice to those that are just starting their career, just one line. I can give you an example. Be good at what you do.
Yeah, I said a lot of things, but what I would say is don't be afraid to collaborate with people. Don't be afraid to collaborate and build.
Don't be
things.
afraid
Don't
to
be
collaborate. The
It's to
hackathon
really help you build
is
your
one of
network
it.
and your skills. Don't be afraid.
Thank you, Shedrak. Ayomide too. One line so that we can go on our seat. Thank you. Wow, off time. Yeah. It cannot be awful. Okay.
Testing. Okay. I think I would say it's genuinely very hard out there. It is hard. It is hard. It is hard. So if it is hard, it's
with God.
Doing business in Nigeria is hard. So for a fact that something is not working doesn't totally mean that you are not great or that you are not working hard enough. It just means you need to keep trying, be persistent, be consistent show up every day for 365 days till it works. And when it works, keep showing up. And that's it. And obviously your foundation, Christ.
Thank you very much. To all our audience, we want you to post what you've learned from this panel session. Tag the Incubator Hub, hashtag Digital Skillfest. And also, thank you so much, our brilliant, we'll take a picture. So thank you so much, our brilliant panelists. And to everybody, today's proves that African digital revolution is not just coming, it's already happening. So whether you're a designer, we're taking a picture, a developer, a product manager, you're a vital part of this. So let's build in an Africa where talent knows no border. Thank you very much.
Please, let's appreciate these wonderful personnels. Thank you so much. All right, so can we just look to our neighbor? Just join your end with someone quickly. 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 And just say, I'm going to build from Nigeria to the world. Now, with a smile on your face, look at the next person and say, we are going to build from Nigeria to the world. All right, please appreciate yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Folashade. Thank you so much, Gift. Thank you, Ayo, and thank you, Shedrak. Shedrak, please, once you are leaving, just get like 25 protocol members that would help you move out of here safely. All right, so without wasting much time, we are going into the next thing right about now. How many of us are ready for what's next? How many of us? You guys are not ready. With a show of hand, how many of us are ready? Okay, so clap your hands together quickly if you are ready. Let me see how excited you are. All right, so next we'll be having a special keynote address. And I mean, it's a special keynote address. And this person is more like a mentor and also someone who is an example to when it comes to making impact in this generation that we are. Mr. Emmanuel Emefinim is the MD CEO of Premium Trust Bank. If you're excited about us, clap your hands together. Drawing from his experience in the banking and finance sector, he shares actionable insights on how young professionals like you and I and entrepreneurs can position themselves for long-term impact in today's evolving economy. His addresses would serve as both a charge, a reminder, and also a right mindset value that would help us in strategic collaborations in Africa next generation and can lead to a meaningful change in the industry that we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we're clapping of our hands. Please let's make welcome Mr. Emmanuel Imefinem.
Good afternoon. What will I call you guys? Trailblazers, visionaries, world changers. If you're sure that's what you are, can you put your hands together for yourself? Let me start by appreciating the organizers of this very important launch that we have here today. Femi Oyetunde, thank you so much for the work you have done all these years since we first met, and we discussed the idea behind this. And I can see here my very good friend and brother, who is also a director in Premium Trust Bank, non-executive director, Mr. Benga Omojola. I think he's doctor now, Dr. Benga Omojola. And permit me to also appreciate every other speaker, including the panelists that I just listened to, while I got in here. It's quite insightful when you see young people, coming together and, speaking up at, meetings like this. And I'm quite encouraged with what I've seen. I will just go ahead and give my speech, and thereafter, we can take it up from there. Good afternoon, trailblazers, visionaries, and world changers. It is with an overwhelming sense of pride and unbridled passion that I stand before you today at the community launch for the alumni of Incubator's free tech skill program. Now, this is not merely an event. It is a defining moment, a spark that ignites a movement and a celebration of your extraordinary potential to shape the future. Today, by the grace of God, we are not just launching a community. We are unleashing a global force for innovation, for impact, and legacy. To the glory of God, for 7 remarkable years, the Incubator has been a beacon of transformation, empowering over 450,000 individuals across 113 countries, with more than 50,000 completing rigorous world-class tech training. You, our alumni, are the living embodiment of what happens when purpose meets opportunity. You are not just graduates, you are pioneers, you are digital architects, and the heartbeat of a revolution that is redefining possibilities. The mission here is as bold as it is inclusive: to raise 10 million tech-savvy leaders, ladies and gentlemen of impact, in the next decade. You may want to ask, why such an ambitious goal? It is because of who we are. We believe the church, which is solidly behind what you see today, is more than a sanctuary. It is a catalyst for change. It's a launchpad for greatness. You will recall centuries ago, missionaries brought free education to Nigeria and Africa, planting seeds of progress that transformed nations. Today, we carry that same spirit of excellence, offering free, cutting-edge tech education to anyone with the courage to dream, the hunger to learn, and the resolve to lead. No barriers, no discrimination, just limitless opportunities. This alumni community is your platform to soar and is built on 5 powerful pillars that will shape your journey and amplify your impact. Number 1, it will help forge lifelong connections. This community is a family, a global network where you, our alumni, connect with the Incubator's hub. These bonds will fuel collaboration, spark inspiration, and open doors to endless possibilities. I heard one of the panelists charging us that we should not be afraid to collaborate. That's one of the pillars that we are bringing forward, even as we launch this community. It will also empower your growth. Your journey doesn't end with training. We are committed to providing mentorship, job opportunities, and continuous learning to propel your tech career to new heights. Whether you're coding the next big app or leading a startup, we are here to support your ascent. Number 3, we expect that this will ignite collaborative innovation. This is a community of practice where you share knowledge, where you learn from peers, and co-create solutions that disrupt industries. Together, you will accelerate innovation and redefine what is possible. Number 4, it will help shape our future. Your experiences and insights are invaluable. By sharing feedback, you'll help us refine our curriculum and delivery, ensuring the Incubator remains a global leader in tech education. And then number 5, it will help drive transformative impact. You are not just alumni, you are digital ambassadors, change makers, and legacy builders. Your skills will transform communities, industries, and the world, leaving an indelible mark for generations to come. By the grace of God, I will just mention briefly what innovation has helped us do. At Premium Trust Bank, where I sit as the MD CEO, I've witnessed firsthand the power of innovation to change lives. Through top-level product Blaze, we're empowering individuals and businesses with tools to thrive in a digital age. But what we have here is bigger than any one platform or institution. It's about you. You are the visionaries who will code the future. You are the leaders who will inspire progress. And you are the innovators who will build legacies that echo through time. I stand here today inspired by your passion, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to excellence. You are part of a global family, united by a shared vision of innovation and impact. As you step into this alumni community, please know that you carry the torch of transformation. You are not just building careers, you are building a better world. So let us rise together with unrelenting determination. Let us innovate with fearless creativity. Let us build legacies that inspire generations. This is your moment, your community, your legacy. Welcome to the Incubator's alumni community, a launchpad for greatness. Let's change the world together. Thank you, and let's make history together. God bless you.
Please, if you're celebrating Mr. Emmanuel, we can do much more better than that. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this wonderful occasion. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate all of your effort towards us, and we pray that even as we embark in this wonderful journey, we will make Incubator proud. We will make Incubator proud. Thank you so much. Without wasting much time, we'll be going into our next keynote speech, and I'm going to be introducing the speaker for this wonderful segment. I would like to advise you that at this moment, you avoid distractions by all means. Please turn to your neighbor and say, call the person by name if you know the person's name. Help me. Tell the person, help me. No, say it like you mean it. Say, help me. So that when I make the money, I won't see you as a distraction. One more time, say, help me, oh. All right, celebrate yourself, everyone. Celebrate yourself, everyone. All right, our next keynote speech will be handled by one amazing person, a man who has come into this generation to make a wonderful impact. Mr. Oluwagbenga Omojola is the managing partner for First Ecclesia and founding CEO Black Skill. He is a dynamic, value-driven leader with deep expertise in human capital strategy, executive coaching, and organization development. As managing partner with First Ecclesia, one of the Nigeria leading management consulting firm, he helps organizations to align strategy with people-centric solutions, driven growth, purpose, and performance across sector. Ladies and gentlemen, please we're clapping of our hands. Let's make welcome Mr. Olubenga Omojola.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I hope it was recorded so I can just use it subsequently. All right, good afternoon, Trailblazers. You guys aren't sounding like Trailblazers. Yeah, somebody got it. Good afternoon, Trailblazers. I just want you to know that I'm one of you as well. I must say thank you to the organizers of this, the Incubator Hub, the MD. Great work you're doing. And to my big brother as well, MD, CEO, Premium Trust Bank. Always lovely listening to you. And thank you for always representing our brand, since I'm a director as well there. Thank you so much for always representing us excellently well. I'll just go to my speech straight away so we don't keep you waiting for too long. It is both an honor and a delight to be here at the Digital Skillfest, a visionary gathering hosted by the Incubator Hub, known for its tireless commitment to building digital inclusion across the continent of Africa. Your initiatives here, such as the Future Clan Bootcamp, Ladies in Tech Africa especially, and I thought the ladies would celebrate that. Ladies in Tech especially, and then Digital Skill Up Africa. They are not only just commendable, but they are strategic and they are critical. As a matter of fact, this is what Africa will be bringing to the world, or is already bringing to the world. So I'm really glad to be giving this speech. But then I have news for us. And I'd like us to pay attention to this. We've said a lot about the fourth industrial revolution, but I hate to break this to us. The fourth industrial revolution is not coming. Yeah, some people got it. Some people got it there. We are in it already. However, I said maybe not such a great news. But your response to it will determine if what we've just said now is good news or bad news. How you respond to it. And I'll share a few things with us quickly. According to the World Economic Forum, a report shared in 2023, by 2027, which is just 2 years from now, over 83 million traditional jobs will disappear globally. Sounds like sad news. But 69 million new jobs will emerge. And that's just by 2027. Most in tech, of course, digital marketing, AI, data analytics. But another interesting news you should pay attention to is that 65% of children entering the school today, the world of school today, they will work in roles that do not exist now. So you're already talking about data science, you're talking about robotics. We all know that right now. But those that are getting into education right now, what they will be working in, we don't even know it yet. The world hasn't seen it. So we see how high the bar really is. So Africa truly is standing on the brink of transformation. I must mention to you again that I'm being very serious about this speech because I know that we have people that are listening to us across the world. I know Kenyan parliamentarians that have exchanged messages with are actually viewing us right now, that we have interactions with. I also know that dignitaries across the nation, and indeed across Africa, are paying attention to this movement. I thought you would be excited about that. We are actually making history right here. Africa indeed is the youngest continent. That's not news. We have over 60% of our population under the age of 25. I like that to sink in. You probably have heard it before, but reflect on it again. And that probably describes the demographics of most of us that are here. And each year, 10 million young Africans enter into the workforce, but only about 3 million jobs are created. That's simple math, right? So there's a deficit of 7 million compounding annually. I'm in the management consulting space, I'm in the people management space. I see this daily, and it's a challenge. So how do we prepare? How do we position to make the best of these opportunities staring us in the face? Because what I've just described, this 7 million deficit, may seem like a challenge, but guess what? I see it more as an opportunity. And the way you look at it, the way you prepare for it will determine what you drive from it and what you get from it. So how do we do this? How do we make the best of this? Well, first and foremost, we have to start not just by building skills, but how do we ensure that we build employability competences that make our people, the African people, resilient, relevant, and ready. Note I said employability skills, speaking to not only how you are able to get meaningful jobs. I've heard we want to earn in dollars, which is a good dream, by the way. But how do you get these engagements? And more importantly, how do you retain them? More importantly, how do you grow in such engagements? Most importantly, how do you create jobs yourself? Which is where we have to be headed. That 7 million gap really needs to be bridged. And not by some government, not by some, yes, there will be support, but by those of us that I'm looking at in the room today. So you're a job creator. Do you want to just pound your chest and say, yes, I'm a job creator? It's fine if you're still seeking employment. It's okay. But see yourself in that light. So I'll be sharing with us 5 employability competencies you need to take note of. So you've been trained, you have digital skills, some digital skills, but this, and I'm so happy I heard one of the panelists speak about soft skills. You know, he's a tech bro, but when he said soft skills, I said, this guy has seen the light. And no little wonder he's going places. So the first would be digital literacy and tech savviness. I imagine that's not strange to us here. However, pay attention to this. Foundational knowledge in coding, cybersecurity, cloud computing tools, data analytics, and artificial intelligence is a must-have and not just a nice-to-have. So even if you are a product manager, so I've put together teams, development teams that do different things, front end, back end, all what you like, even across the world where they work, not only just in Nigeria, and still thriving. But I've come to realize that no matter what it is you find yourself doing, we see the MD of Premium Trust Bank right here. If you start speaking the language of this fourth industrial revolution, you will be surprised. He gets it. He fully gets it. And it's the only way to thrive in this era that we found ourselves. So it's a must-have. Even if you're a product manager, you need to have foundational knowledge of cybersecurity, cloud computing. It's a compulsory. Even coding, even though you're not a developer. You need to take note of that. Secondly will be critical thinking and problem solving. I won't spend too much time on that. It's been mentioned by one of the panelists. Third will be communication and collaboration. So it's been good, we've been told to collaborate, and a great thing you're setting up the alumni network. There's so much one person can achieve, but together we can do a whole lot more. You can go fast alone, but to go far, you need to go together. Adaptability and growth mindset. Now, lifelong learning is the new job security. I grew up with my parents talking about job security. Oh, our jobs are secure, our jobs are not secure. All that gone into extinction. There's nothing like job security anymore. What guarantees any semblance of that is what? Lifelong learning. And this speaks to you being able to learn, unlearn, and relearn today. And finally, on this point of employability competencies, you must, not nice, you must have is entrepreneurial and thinking, and of course, creativity competences. So in this continent where we are, where formal employment is limited and not growing as we expect it, we must raise job creators. And that's why I said, you should say that to yourself, that the future is for you to create jobs. So Africa must look inward to accelerate inclusive digital growth, because that is why we are here and this is why we're having this conversation. So as we build capacity for the 4IR, as most of you would like to call it, my generation still like to call it the Industrial Revolution, but you call it the 4IR, which is great. We must realize that Africa's strength will not be found in mimicking Silicon Valley in America, not by wearing jackets and t-shirts. I've done a bit of all those as well, trying to look like the Zuckerbergs of, of this world. But it's not in that, really, to be honest. I've also realized that it's not like us trying to be like Shenzhen in China. Instead, Africa must look inward and accelerate inclusive digital growth by leveraging our unique strengths, our context, and our creativity. I remember with nostalgia sitting at the Emirates Stadium, watching one of my favorite clubs, well, not the favorite. Shooting Stars remains my favorite club ever. Any Shooting Stars fan here? You must be, because we have to be homegrown. That's the football club in Oyo State, by the way. Excellent. Because I see some of us are not familiar with that name. But moving from that, so this is me. Come with me on a journey. I'm sitting at the Emirates Stadium, cold evening, and it's an Europa match. Two leading European football clubs fighting for a title. And halftime, there was music to be played. If you've been to such events, you know they would play music. But guess what filled the airwaves? Not rap, not country music, not R&B. I heard the loud, sonorous voice of an Afrobeat musician in Nigeria, from Nigeria. And not only that, the airwaves were filled with the music. Everybody was bouncing to it. Now that is where originality can take us as a people and as a nation. And I must tell you, that is why I've chosen to dress like this as much as possible as I can, because it is who we are and it is what we bring to the world. Yes, there are conversations that will require us to knot ties and wear jackets because we need to get into the room, but we would never forget who we are and the originality of ourselves, because therein lies the only way to progress. Therein lies. Yes, you can clap, because it is why we are here. I'll skip some other facts that I believe that you might have, of course, come across at some point that I have here. But let's talk about building our strengths as I wrap up. What are the strengths then that we must build on and utilize as a people, as Africans? First, of course, the guess is easy. Is our people. Africa will have 1.1 billion people under 30 by 2035. Say it again. 1.1 billion people. But would we have 1.1 billion talents? So there's a difference between people and talents. For you to be a talent, then you must have competencies required to deliver on tasks excellently. But again, I know this 1.1 billion people can pose a challenge, can also pose as a market for us to explore endless possibilities. The choice is left for us to make. I've made mine, and I believe that for you to be in the room, you've made yours. Contextual innovation, that's the second. Platforms like Flutterwave, Zipline, FarmCrowdy, and Blackskill, I thought you would clap, were born from African problems and now serve global audiences. And I must quickly add, that includes Blaze. If you've not downloaded the app, you have to do that. It's changing how commerce and engagements are done online. Of course, cultural capital. Third, Africa's creative economy, which I've spoken about, the music and film. Resource synergy. Africa holds 30% of global mineral resources. It's a strength that distinguishes us. So let us not just compete. To be honest, you're not here to compete with Asia or North Korea or South Korea. Let us create. Let us not merely imitate. Let us innovate from our identity. The future of African tech is not out there. Nah, it's not. They've gone too far. See, they've gone too far already. However, the future is in Aba, is in Accra, is in Addis Ababa, it's in Kigali, it's in Ikorodu, it's in Zaria, it's in Ibadan, it's in Kano, and most of all, it is in Ekiti, I must tell you that. And Lagos, so they don't chase us away. So there's a call to action for all of us, and this is really why I'm here. Glad we are listening. So the youth listening to me right here, you are not just leaders of tomorrow. Yeah, believe it, we truly are, but tomorrow is relative. Yeah, somebody said now. You are the innovators of now. If you're writing something, you should write, I am an innovator of now. So don't wait to be given permission. The MD of Incubator Hub didn't wait for permissions to start this off. I know that. Permissions may fall into some bureaucracies before they are delivered. So what do you then do? You must ensure that you create, you build, you disrupt, however, with purpose and discipline. To our ecosystem leaders here, we must equip and entrust ourselves, not with leftovers, but with opportunities and mentorship. I'm glad I heard about mentorship. Please make the best of it. I'm yet to see anyone who will make true success, who would achieve true success without the right mentorship. And of course, capital, which is really important. And to everyone here, if you do not fall into either of the categories I've mentioned, Africa is not just looking for luck, let me put it that way, or to achieve wishes. Nah, we are to design the future that we already are living in. So let me leave you with these words of someone I respect so much, may his soul rest in perfect peace, late Professor Calestos Juma, a great African innovation and scholar. He says, innovation is the most important tool for transforming African economies. But I will add to it, the innovation must be original, must be homegrown, must be set in that which describes who we are, solving real problems. So let us innovate, let's collaborate, let's look inward, let's write forward together, and God bless Africa. Thank you.
Please, if you're celebrating Mr. Olugbenga, please, you can do that. Better than that, I mean. All right. Just like I would usually like us to do, I want you to join your hand with your neighbor again and say, we are an innovator of the now. Say, I'm proud to be a Nigerian. Guys, come on, say it like you mean it. Are you not proud of your country? Say, I'm proud to be a Nigerian. Say, I'm proud to come from maybe Ogun State or your state. Mention it. Delta, Ekiti, Osun, Oyo. Where? Did you say K2 State? Ibadan State? Asau now. Cross River. Please cross the river first. All right, thank you so much to our wonderful speakers. Please, let's appreciate them even in absentia this afternoon. How has it been so far for you? Is your notes filled up already? If you still have space, that means you didn't listen well. All right, so now we are going to be going to an amazing session. It is called the Fireside session. And this particular session is a time where we are not just going to be saying words that would not just encourage you, but also open your eyes of understanding to see some other opportunities. A time for us to demystify what it takes to be great, even in this space that we are. And to lead this panel session, I'm going to do the honors to first off introduce the moderator, and she would come forward to introduce the speaker that would join her during the session. How many of us are ready? How many of us are ready? All right. How you guys looking at me that way now? Give some energy now. Clap your hands together for yourself. Come on. All right. Adisa Abimbola is an HR resource person and also an amazing person who has a dynamic human resources professional and also people strategist, known for transforming workspaces through international culture design, strategic people operation, and bold leadership. With career rooted in excellence and impact, she brings a unique blend of empathy and execution to everything she does. And I can attest to that as well. As HR manager in Accra Payment Limited, a pioneering fintech-driven payment innovation in Nigeria, Adisa leads with vision and purpose, ensuring people strategies are aligned with business goals while driving innovation, inclusion, and employee engagement. How many of us want to own a company anytime from now? How many of us want to employ someone? How many of us want to be employed? Are you looking for a job? How do you want to do it? All right, so without further ado, we're clapping of our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Adisa Abiola. Please, you can do better than that. You can do better than that.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, the energy has to be better before I sit down. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, much better. Please put your hands together for yourself. Okay, so this is one of the things that I enjoy doing. I enjoy speaking a lot. Not a lot, but I enjoy speaking. But then I would like everyone to pay attention very particularly to this session. And the reason is because what we're talking about is very important for everyone. The topic of this fireside chat is bridging the gap between what employers want and what talent bring to the table. Now, remember when Mr. Gbenga was speaking and he said, there's so many people, but not everyone is a talent. Do you remember that? Right. So what we want to talk about this afternoon, before I'm joined by my speaker, is basically saying what I ordered versus what I got. Do you understand that thing? Where employers are like, I want this particular kind of candidate. Then they hire you. It will not be what I ordered versus what I got. So we want to bridge that gap. And I'm joined this afternoon by Bukola Oluwamesi. And she's a seasoned HR expert with about 13 years of corporate experience, currently leading HR operations in Nigeria for a multinational logistics that has presence in Nigeria, South Africa, and Tanzania. She's passionate about nurturing young talent through our mentorship community, growth mindset boosters, empowering fresh graduates and young professionals to reach their full potential. She's a devoted wife. She's a mother of two. And of course, she's very rich in a wealth of experience. She brings her expertise and enthusiasm to foster growth and development in individuals and organization. It is my great pleasure to have Bukola join me on stage this afternoon. Please put your hands together. You can make it louder, you can make it better. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Good afternoon. Please, can we have a mic for her? Is anyone helping us with mic? Okay. Bukola, how are you doing today? Fine, thank you. Oh, your voice is very loud. Fantastic. I love it. Love it. Okay, so let's get right into the conversation. And I like that we're two HR people. By the way, guys, I think you should celebrate us. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. The profession HR can easily pass for one of the hardest profession. Do you know why? We deal with people. People can be one of the hardest things to deal with. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. Can you hear me?
Okay,
Awesome.
great.
All right.
Okay. So let's start off by saying, let me ask you, do you think there's a big disconnect between what employers want and what talent bring to the table?
Yes.
Why?
Okay, so here is the thing. But before I do, I will just give you an idea of who I am very quickly.
Okay.
I'm also a techie, so
Love
forget. Forget I'm now in HR. All my colleagues are still fighting with me, even though it's been like, I think I finished from university 2011, right? I had CompTIA A+, I had CompTIA N+.
Oh, nice.
So we should tell you that I really, really went deep into it, But at the end of the day, HR found me. Yes, that's how I will put it. HR found me. But I wish I was like you guys now, right? Where you're making these dollars, you're making this money. All right, just to answer your question, honestly, there's a big disconnect when it comes to employees or talents, coming to the workplace. Now, what are employers looking for? Now, employers are looking for people with critical thinking. Now, I'm going to actually touch base on some of the things that the speakers had spoken to before during the panel session, all right? So they're looking for people that are critical thinkers, problem solvers, innovators. What you find right now is in the world of work, it's very, very fast-paced. Very, very, very fast-paced. You snooze, you lose. If you are not going as fast as the industry is evolving, if you're not evolving as fast as the companies are evolving, You would have all these technical skills, truly. You would have these technical skills, but you cannot adapt, right? So that's what we are having. And then secondly, we also have graduates who educational institutions are churning out today, right? What we have is the curriculum is not at war, for lack of better word. The curriculum is not at war with what's going on in the industry, in the real world. Thank you. What's going on in the real world? And you find that we have graduates coming out. I have my 2-1, I have my first class. You know, you're having all of these trainings that you're doing with the Incubator Hub. At the end of the day, you cannot even adapt in that organization, or where, even if you own your own business at the end of the day, you'll find that you cannot even adapt with the real world. So there's really a big disconnect. But today we're going to connect it, yeah? Yes. All right.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, the next question I want to ask, I need you, it requires blunt honesty.
Oh dear.
And the question is, do you think our talent in, let's not say Africa, but let's bring it home, Nigeria, do you think they are employable? Honestly. Remember that we're bridging the gap, and for us to bridge the gap, we need to identify where the problem is, so we can now begin to say, okay, these are the solutions that we need to prefer. And especially you're in HR, you've seen things, you've sat in interview sessions, you've done appraisals, you've hired people, and you've done appraisals, and you're like, So do you think that, and I think this is a Twitter conversation that's been happening over time, right? Are you guys on, do you see all those conversations? Yeah, so do you think so?
So it's not do I think so, it is what's happening today. Remember I talked about how we are having graduates come out of the university and they are not employable. Now, what does it mean to be employable? It's not enough for you to have the technical skills or technical abilities. There's something called soft skills. Now, at the workplace, we always manage performance. But performance is based on 2 things. First one is the technical ability. Second one is the behavioral, right? Which is like skills, attitude. Knowledge is good, which is what you guys have gotten from this program, all right, so far. I don't know how long this program was for, but at the end of the day, if you do not have the right skill, the right behavior to support that technical ability that you have, at the end of the day, you are just an empty drum. That's the word. You're just an empty drum. What I mean by that is you're making noise. Everybody can see you. You don't have visibility at the workplace. You're not playing the office politics. It's not a dirty game, by the way. But you have to learn those kind of behaviors. You have to learn those kind of, skill sets at the workplace. I don't want to talk too much. I don't know how long we have, but yes. So I just hope that we actually got those things. So please, your attitude is very important. And I'm not saying, okay, I want to be a good guy. I want to carry this Oga's bag. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying in essence is you are building visibility at the workplace. You are building who you should be. And you start now, because when opportunities come, what happens is you have people who are not ready to grab that opportunity. You are just available. Then when the right time is there, did not call me. Nobody will call you. Why? You don't have those innate skills that employers are looking for, or your managers are looking for, or you are looking for. I've had to work with people, right? And then you don't see the passion in the job. It's about the paycheck. Please do not put the cart before. Is it the horse for the cart now at this point? Right? Do not start with a paycheck in mind. The paycheck will always come. There's something called reward. The reward will always come. One of the panelists said, the reality out there is hard. And if you noticed, it was overemphasizing it. We celebrate success a lot. We don't talk about the tears. We don't talk about the pain. We don't talk about the doubts. We don't talk about those things, right? So when you are going through all of those things, they serve as your experience at the end of the day. So that by the time you are getting this success, you would even know how to manage that success. One of the panelists had mentioned someone who got seed, it was a one-man show. By the end of the day, that business crumbled. Why did it crumble? It was inexperienced. Inexperienced in what? The technical skills, he had it. But when it came to managing people, he lacked it. Emotional intelligence, capability. There's a lot. We can unpack it. It's not today. So please, let's work on those things. All right?
Thank you. Please put your hands together for Bukola. She has said a lot. She has said a lot. So what are some common patterns or surprises that you come across as an employer? I mean, as an HR, as an employer that you know? Because what again we're trying to do is identify where the gaps are. So what are things that you come across on your job that just surprises you that talents do? And to them, they think it's okay, it's normal, Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. I work with Gen Zs. Yes, I work with Gen Zs. And what you would find is you expect that Gen Zs are agile, Abi. They are innovative. They are fast. They think on their feet. And then they are very, very vocal. Yes. But what you also find is in it all, sometimes is a lot of emptiness. Now, we always have this facade of who we are, when in truth, who we really, really are, we hide it from people. You do not want to have a mentor. You do not want to learn from other people. You just want to do your thing. I can do it. And then sometimes, for lack of better words, you look stupid at some point. For lack of better word. Now, where am I going to with it? As you are growing in your career, you would realize that, yes, you get to a point where you are earning good pay. Even these dollars we are talking about and we are throwing it around in the room, you realize that you are earning this good pay. But you just get to a point where you've reached the ceiling of your career too fast because you got there too fast. Right? Now, what I'm not saying everybody's got the same career path. I tell my team, if I tell you that door is the output, if you go zigzag, no problem. Make sure you get there. If you go straight line, no problem. If you keep on circling around it, you must still get there. What I'm trying to say in essence is always have the big picture in mind first, not the money, not the paycheck, especially because I've noticed that people that I've interacted with always start with the paycheck in mind. I had an interview this morning before coming here, and I was like, oh, do you have any question for me? Because I was the head of HR and I'm the only most senior person on the call. And she says, please, how much is the salary? And I'm like, of all questions to ask is the salary. You have the opportunity of talking to me, and that is your only fundamental question. What does it say? It shows that people are thinking more about the paycheck as against growing. As against growing. There's something called growth mindset. Some people have fixed mindsets, and it's something that can be learned, really. It can be learned. I know we talk about these things, but we don't talk about it enough. Please, your growth is very important. Changing your mindset is very important. And ensuring that you are putting in place all of those things that would lead you to that big picture that you have in mind. And by that time, when the reward comes, you keep on shooting up. Trust me. Why? Because it's about quality over professional certifications, certificates, trainings, seminars. It's over all of those things. You are building a quality individual. And being employable is not getting a job at a workplace. It's about you staying employed. Whether it's your own business, do you understand? Or it's for someone else, or you're building someone else's business. I really do hope these things help us, yeah? I mean, I ask them, are these helping you? Okay, great. So I think you have your answer. Thank you. And I feel like Bukola has seen all the questions that I have to ask because she's answering them somehow. My next question was going to be on mindset. and the importance of mindset, especially for new entries into the workforce, and how important it is. But you've already started speaking on it. You spoke about growth mindset, you spoke about fixed mindset. And so I think I can just rephrase the question to say, what does growth mindset look like for someone that's just starting their career? Like, let's make it more practical. What do you think that looks like for them? Does it mean I have to show up at meetings early? Does it mean that I have to, even if there's a boss that I don't like, I have to continuously, what's that thing they say, high service? Is that what it means? So that I can quickly grow, So what does it mean practically?
Okay, I hope you're taking notes at this point because I'm about to drop tips. And I'm dropping tips because I have a growth mindset boosters mentorship group. It's actually a closed group that I started for young graduates and early professionals, right? I think that's what early young professionals. So what I've been doing with them is I've been cracking some of the myths and the mindsets that they had when they left school and when they started working. So I've been doing that. It's a 6-month program. Now, this is not an advert, by the way. Now, let's start with the tips. The first one, learning from mistakes. People don't want to learn from mistakes. In fact, people are even afraid of making mistakes. If you really want to grow and to have a growth mindset, you have to recognize that there will always be mistakes. You will keep on trying, fail at it, try again, fail at it. What are you doing? You are gaining experience. The next time you do it, the third time you do it, the 100th time you do it, you realize that you did it better than the last time. But don't be someone who will keep on failing. The idea is for you to succeed, but very quickly. So when you are learning, you are agile even at your learning. Don't say because a speaker said, oh, at the 100th of failure, that's when you then succeed. Even if it's from the second failure, make sure that you've gained everything, all the insights you need to gain from it quickly and succeed very fast. I believe I'm talking to agile people, yeah? Awesome. Second tip. You need to understand there is something called criticism. Now, people shy away from that a lot. Now, because I work with Gen Zs, it has to be constructive. Hey, this life is hard. You will sometimes get difficult criticisms. Those conversations need to be had. It is not someone, you don't expect that I'll touch you on the head and say, oh, no, sorry now, yeah, do it this way. In the world of work, nobody is a baby. We are all adults. And sometimes those conversations are difficult to even accept. People always say, take feedback and learn how to take feedback. It's hard, even for me sometimes. I will get feedback from my oga at the tops, and it will be somehow, it will cringe. But at the end of the day, what I tell youngsters is block the noise. What I mean by block the noise is when your guy is parrying and is vexed and is screaming, even when you are doing it to your children and you are shouting and all of that, your kids and you yourself as an individual, you block the noise, but listen to what is being said and what was not said. At the end of the day, you are picking everything that you need to pick and you are developing yourself as an individual. Now, those two things I mentioned are very, very, very critical. It would help you in the long run. When it comes to improving on your mindset as a person, it would help you with your growth as well, and you would quickly succeed. I can assure you of that.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So the last question, just to highlight learning from mistakes and then accepting criticism in whatever form that it comes. Okay, so last question, because I think our time is up already. What practical steps can young professionals take to better align themselves with employer expectations going forward?
Okay, let me do a quick check. Can I?
Yes, sure, go ahead.
I know we are pressed for time. If you are looking at developing yourself, can I see your hand? Thank you. I wanted to be very sure. Now, let me tell you the things that I think you need to do. First of all, this program, I can assure you, it's the icing on the cake. Do you know why? I was looking at some of the topics or subjects you guys have been taking, and I'm like, this is amazing. Please, can we give the conveners a beautiful round of applause, honestly? All right, because of time. So now the first thing is, please, mentorship is very important. I know one of the keynote speakers had mentioned it. Mentorship is very important. You need to be mentored. You need to be guided by someone who has done it, who has been there, who has failed at it, who has succeeded. Don't just go for somebody who has 10 years experience, but the quality of that 10 years is like 1 year, even 6 months. Be very choosy, be very picky who you want to be mentored by. That's one. Two, whatever area of growth you are looking for, maybe in terms of your professional development, seek for industry knowledge. You need to know what's trending. It's an agile work environment. It's an agile world. It's very, very fast-paced, but you need to know what's going on part-time so that you're moving with the change, you're adapting. Don't continue with what you got from university whereby you couldn't connect with what's going on in the real world. Now you know, right? Now we know, yeah? So now please let us work on it. Now the next one is with respect to joining associations. I don't know the associations when it comes to IT, but you would know you are in the industry. Please join those associations. And I would really love if the convener of this program keep whatever group you guys have. You can even turn that group even to an association. Most associations I know started from WhatsApp. So keep those associations. You are learning from each other. There's something I encourage my mentees. It's called peer mentoring, peer-to-peer mentoring. What you know, when we all bring it together, we are already talking about best practices. If you go for an interview, even if you don't have any experience in that role, but you came in there, you are speaking about things that are going on in the industry. As an employer of labor, if I am in that interview, I will see passion, I will see drive from that point. I do not see experience, you are trainable. That's just what it says.
Thank you so much. Please put your hands together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll try to do a recap of everything that Bukola has said today. And again, don't forget that we're trying to bridge the gap between what employers want and what talents present. And from what she has said, the truth is the marketplace requires more from you than just your technical skills. We've spoken about soft skills today. We've spoken about mindset. You must be a problem solver. You must be an innovator of now. You must bring value. What an employer is looking for is somebody that is going to bring value to my organization. Value looks like different things to different people. Do you understand? But again, at the core, it must be that there's something you are bringing to the table and you're not just looking for paycheck. That thing is a red flag. When all you are about is the money, how much am I going to be paid? When are you going to give me bonus? It's a red flag. Do you understand? And if you as a man, if we flip the script, if you as a man, you see a girl you like and everything, and all she's always asking you for is money. I'm going to buy wig. Or you say she'll come for a date. Oh, my transport fare. What would you do? You run from people, like, do you understand? So let's fit that script into the workplace, right? And that's what employers do when you come to them and all you are after is money, 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 money. How much are you going to pay me? I hope that this conversation today has left knowledge with you. And we hope that, when you find yourself, wherever you find yourself, that you are able to sufficiently provide the value that your employer is looking for. Thank you very much. And thank you to the organizers of this beautiful event. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you so much. Please appreciate them once again. Thank you. Guys, how has it been so far? Awesome, amazing, awesome, wonderful, great. Impactful, impactful, opening, eyes opening. Okay. Please, guys, if you know you've learned something big, something amazing, just jam your hands together for yourself. Thank you so much. So while we put an end to this wonderful event, we are going to do something real quick just to like end it. Then afterwards, I would invite to the front someone who is more like a pillar when it comes to execution in the Incubator Hub. But before we do that, I would like us to just bring out our phones quickly. If you know your camera is better than your neighbor's own, bring out your phone. I know you're proud of your phone, but be sure it's better than your neighbor's own. Why am I saying Starcoms? Oh, it's Techno. Okay. All right. So quickly, just take a selfie. If you want to stand, you can stand. If you have someone next to you that you would like to feature in your video, we want to storm social media right now. Before we do that, how many of us are yet to follow Incubator? You are yet to follow Incubator. How many of us are not following Incubator? Please follow us on social media at Incubator NG on Instagram and also on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. All right, so bring out your phones quickly. Are you guys ready? Say after, are you guys ready? We are going to record, video recording. We are going to record. Say, put your name. I, Yanolua. Say it like a minute. Say, I, Yanolua. I am taking over territories this time. I'm going out into the industries and I'm taking the lead. Say, I'm taking the lead. Say, I am an innovator of now. Say, I take feedbacks. I am not defensive, but responsive to feedbacks. Say, by this time, next 2 years, I'll be in charge of Nigeria. I will take over everything. Say, millions in my account, billions in my account, not in Naira, but in dollars. If you celebrate yourself, you can do better than that. All right. So we're clapping of our hands. Please, let's make welcome the head of partners for the Incubator Hub, the person of Mrs. Mitchell Adudu. Please clap your hands together as she comes for our community lunch and also the end note for this wonderful session. Please celebrate as she comes forward.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I've had a wonderful conversation. Okay, so I'm doing a shout out to some persons who are outside. I'm sure that we're aware that this place was too small for us. We had quite a number of people. And just a shout out to those who are outside. Shout out to those who are online. I've been watching. So let's do a shout out, in fact, to those who are online. Can we do it together? Say those who are online. Say my people online. We celebrate you. Yes, I can see their comments already. Let's put our hands together for ourselves. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. We appreciate you. We appreciate you for all you do. You are a big part of our community. So we're going to be having a community lunch, but without us, there's no community, right? We can just decide that we'll do all the training, do everything. But without you guys, there's no us. And without us too, it's vice versa. So we're happy to have each and every one of you come around. Before we go, I just want to say, talk about some of the reasons why we do things like this, just like the documentary that we watched over 10 years ago, just about 10 years ago, we set out with a vision in our heart to create a future that people can be a part of. Why? Because we saw that there's a huge gap between the digital skills that we have and then the jobs that are out there, right? So we have several jobs. In fact, by next year, we're going to have a recycle of the jobs that that we currently have, and there will be a gap, right, to fill in those skills or those jobs. So if we do not train people, also if you do not as well, take the little that you have learned and go back and learn further, go back and train yourself, you would not be able to meet up. What we can do is what we are doing, training, providing opportunities, and all of that. But it is also on you to ensure that you go back with the little that you have learned and just invest into yourself, pour into yourself, get knowledge, right? So I'm also going to talk about, before we go into the community launch, I'm also going to talk about a training that we have coming up. This one is for the ladies. How many of us did ladies in tech? I love the energy. I love it. I love it. So if we're part of LITA last year, you would see that we set out to train ladies in different digital skills. Why? Because we also want to bridge the gender gap. So we're very intentional about what we do. So I think by Sunday we'll be launching ladies in AI. I want to put your hands together. Yes. So we are narrowing it down. So my guys, I have you in mind. We have you in mind. It's not gender bias. We are intentional, right? So, but we are doing AI for the ladies. This one, I want us to push it. Oh, my ladies in the house, push it. Even me, I'm registering. I'm going to do the course. Do you get? So we are doing this together. Push it to all your circle. We are, if in fact, by the time you see the rollout, the video rollout, that's the campaign video, it was purely made out of AI, and you will see that we don't even we may not need to be reaching out to some certain persons again to do some certain things for, because AI is doing everything. Fine, do we need the people at the background to do some of these checks? Of course, we still need them, but it's better for us to have that information, right? So we'll be rolling that out by July 13, hopefully. If it doesn't go out by July 13, we'll definitely know what date it is, but it would not, it's going to come out this July, and we're doing it in celebration and honor of our pastor, Mrs. Folu Adeboye. Let's put our hands together for her. We are also launching this in partnership with Data Science Nigeria, DSN. You can check them out. Yes, they are forerunners in everything AI, data science, machine learning, and all of that. So we are doing it in collaboration with them because we want to deliver high value impact, right? So I'm just saying it so that we can get ready, get prepared, and be ready to move with the AI train. All right, so let's just go quickly into our launch. We're not really doing anything superb. I know that we sent out a link some weeks back. Did we get that link? If you got that link, okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. I'll get to that. How many of us are from Future Clan here? One person. I want to believe that most of them are outside, and it's very painful. How many of us are from Ladies in Tech Africa? Awesome. How many of us are from Skill Up series? Okay. Yes. So for persons who are from Future Clan, Skill Up, you must have gotten an alumni link. Did we get it? We did not. Oh, wow. Okay, this is what is going to happen. Is the link ready? If the link is not ready for display, is it ready for display? Is that link ready for display? Okay, no link. This is what is going to happen. So it will be sent to us via mails. We may most likely send it to DSA. How many DSA participants do we have? Quite a number. Wow. Awesome. So we are rounding up. So you people are already entering into our alumni community like that. So we'll be sending out a link for you to join our alumni platform. I'm just going to go through some of the benefits that we have. I will talk us through the vision, the plans for it. I don't know if it can be displayed on the screen. I would have loved that so that you can also see what we have in plans for us. But the goal or the idea is that after we have trained each and every one of us, we don't want us to just go like that and just, we have trained for over 10 years, like we said, but we want to see a community where we have persons who we have trained. For example, one of our past trainees is now a startup owner. Do you understand? So it would have been nice if that startup owner, not just one, several of them actually, but it would have been nice if we had, okay, that person is coming to say, oh, I want XYZ persons, or I want somebody who is a graphic designer, I want somebody who is a data analyst, and we say, okay, we have a pool within ourselves as a community, and the person goes ahead and employs one of us. Is a full circle moment for us. Do you understand? So that is why we're establishing a community, so that there can be exchange of value, exchange of ideas, resources, right? I'm not going to bore us through everything that we have here. I'm just going to go through the objectives, which are to foster long-term relationships, like I've said, support post-training growth. We want to see that after your training, what are the resources that you would need to further, some of us may need to take new courses, some of us may need to get more knowledge about what we have learned, right? So we want to ensure that we support your post-training growth. We want to build a community of practice. We want to enable feedback and program improvement. If I should ask us now that do we have feedback from either DSA or LITA, things you could do better, I'm sure all of us will have something to say. If you ask us as organizers, we have a lot we want to say to provide feedback to ourselves that, okay, we should have done this better. So we want to also enable that in our community. And then we want to drive ecosystem impact, right? We want to ensure that we are sending out the right category of people. Also for job collation, for the ladies in tech, I know that you're in a Telegram community where we sometimes send job links and all of that. So we want to ensure that after you are trained, we are able to send you job links. In fact, our main goal is to partner with internship organizations that can provide free internship for us, for as many as possible. That is our goal, and we are still going to get there by the grace of God. So our activities will just be networking. We're going to have virtual communities, virtual events, physical events just like this one. This one is just one out of so many. Career showcase, continuous learning, mentorship, spotlight recognition, access to funding, to tools and business support, just like I mentioned. So we're going to get all of this in our mails, and also a link to join a community where we will all be together, right? So I hope with these few points of mine, we are ready to join our community. All right, so we are launching. So let's do this in a special way. We are launching our alumni community, and when I say 1, 2, 3, go, you will say the Incubator Hub Alumni Community. We are here to stay. I hope that's not too long. The Incubator Hub Alumni Community. We are here to stay. So 1, 2, 3, go. The Incubator Hub Alumni Community. We are here to stay. Thank you so much. We are rounding up now. I did not introduce myself. My name is Michelle Adudu, Head of Partnerships for the Incubator Hub. I have so many of my colleagues around, but I'll not be able to introduce all of them. But we are all together, working together to ensure that you have the best and the best learning experience. I know we have all met Yano. We know Yano, right? Let's celebrate him as he comes up to take the next.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Just to end this wonderful event, I would like us to stand and meet someone once again, someone you've probably not met before, and just tell them thank you for coming. I hope to see you at the top. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you at the top. And we will see you all next time. Thank you so much, everybody. The Incubator Hub loves you all. God bless you. All right. All right, so please, I think we have 1 or 2 things for a few people. So just please have your seat just to get a package, if I'm not wrong, before you leave the hall. We don't want to take it. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So please make sure you get something before you leave. Make sure you get something before you leave.